morning, everyone. Welcome to Virtual Class of Marketing Management. In the last class, we started the Unit 4 Market Segmentation and Consumer Behavior. In the last class, we are covered with who is a consumer, who is a customer. Then we discuss about difference between consumer and customer. Later, we discuss client, consumer analysis, and consumer behavior. In today's class, we'll start with consumer behavior, buying behavior, and the stages in consumer decision making, buying decision making. The consumer behavior and the buying behavior both are similar, but the buying behavior is defined as all psychological, social, and physical behavior of a potential customer. The buying behavior, it means we call it for a potential customer as they become aware of, they will evaluate, they will purchase and consume, and they will tell about the product to others. It means we can call it as like buying behavior. The potential customer means, for example, the person who enjoys it or the person who buys and like he uses for it and he is like telling to the others. So why do we need to study buying behavior? We study buying behavior to find out how people make their buying decisions, because every person they need of like every person is involved in some kind of buying behavior, but how people make the decisions, how they will make. For example, like you are in need of like motorbike, how you will make in a buying decision, what are the factors which will influence, and to identify the factors that influence the decisions. For example, a behavioral factor or influenced by the friends, or like we are attracted by the look, or financial matters. There's other things, there's many things which influence in the buying behavior. So assume that like you plan to buy like bike but you don't have the finance. Assume that like you're planning to buy in a bike and you will ask your friend's opinion. Based on their opinion, like you may decide that which one you need to buy. It means the many factors which will influence. The consumer buying behavior. We know that the consumer is an individual who buys product and services for themselves on or behalf of their households. It means the person who for the final end user is a consumer. We already discussed this in the last class. So he is a final user. But for the consumer buying behavior, it describes the process of how the consumer make the purchase decision and how the user purchase product. So it's a process, it's a decision making process. Therefore, we need to understand how the decision making process comes about, how they will make the decision, how they will come to a conclusion which product they need to purchase. What are the basic elements you need to study as a marketer? And next, why consumer make the purchases and that they make. So you need to like make and analyze that why the consumer will make the purchases. Is it for the need or it's for the social status? And what are the factors influences them to purchase? So all these things we will study in the next slides. These are the elements of buying behavior. The buyer behavior involves both individual and group influences. Yes, for example, like you wanted to purchase that, but your family didn't support that, or your family's economic stage. Social environment plays an important role here again. Is reflected from the awareness to the post-purchase evaluation, indicating satisfaction and dissatisfaction. It means like when the repetitive purchases, for example, already you purchase one product. Assume that, for example, you purchased a mobile like and you use it for the 2 years. By taking the new mobile, again you take that experience. Means if that like you had a good experience, if you had a good satisfaction from that product, definitely you'll go with that only. Higher version. It means the post-purchase is the post-purchase evaluation which will indicate, or you will ask the someone which already they're using that product. You will ask the feedback from them, like how the product works. This includes purchase, consumption, and communication. And the buyer behavior, it includes both consumer and the business buyers. The buyer behavior, for example, yes, the business buyers also, like you need to study that, like how, why they, for example, timely deliver, credit facility, availability of raw material, quality of raw material. These are different things which matter while deciding the buying decision, while making the buying decision. So now we'll discuss on the different stages of consumer buying decision making process. How the consumer will make the decision to purchase on that. So we have a 5-step process. The first one is need recognition. Second one, information search. Third one, evaluation of alternatives. Purchase decision and the post purchase behavior. We'll discuss this one by one in today's class. The first one is need recognition. What is the need of that product now? The first, the ensure the buyer recognition, a problem or a need. The need is realized through internal stimuli. It means the basic need. For example, like if you're feeling hunger, means like or thirsty, like it's a basic need that you need in water. That's a basic need. Internal means we feel ourselves. If you feel thirsty, means like yes, you need in a water, or your hunger means like you need in a food. That is called internal stimuli. We call it means like it arises. It's a need. It's a need of an hour. That's called internal, and the external is triggered by an advertisement or a brand. For example, like while watching, after watching the advertisement, you feel that like you wanted to own that product. So this need, it's come from the two stages. One is internal and another is external. The need means it's creating by in you, and the external is triggered from by seeing by the external forces, by like maybe you may influenced by your friend or watching advertisements or watching new designs on the brands. So it will help you to recognize the imbalance between the present status and the preferred state. Under need recognition, marketers can create a need on part of customer. As we all know that want exists when we are unfilled needs. So for example, like want and need, like both are different. We have discussed that want, need, demand in the first class of the marketing management. The want and need is different. The need is a basic, yes, it's required now. The want is the next level. Need, you can take some examples of the children might want any like toys, the adults might want any like electronic. It's a want, it's not in a need, it's not in a basic need. The food, shelter is a basic need. Toys for playing to children, it's a want, like they want it. Need is something that like they want it. For example, food is a need. So morning, like you want to have a food, like the breakfast is a need. You will tell that I want a masala dosa, so I want a palav. That is your want. Means need is means like you need any food. So for afternoon, like you need a food, like that's a need. Want means you are like expecting something in that. Like breakfast, like anything is fine, is a need. Like you are telling that like okay, for breakfast I want a masala dosa. That's a want. So by gathering all the information, marketer can identify stimuli, the stimulate in the product and try to develop the market program that take into account this stimuli. It means, for example, this stimuli means it's a like need, like they are looking for that. So once you identify that information, what kind of people? So just take an example that, for example, if any manufacturing sectors are nearby governments, like you'll find in a like small hotel, like the breakfast shop. What is the need of the like they want it fulfill that. That's why if you go to the like near to MNCs or the malls, you'll find in restaurants there because the people they wanted to have the food. They like that's their want and the choices. First, you have to identify. First, you have to recognize what is a need. And the second stage, after identifying a need, and the second stage is information search. You need to search the information. What are the available? So in the need stage, you identify like what you need. In the information search, so you go and search for the available alternatives to satisfy their needs or want. The first one is personal sources, the family members, friends, and the neighbors. Second one, commercial sources, advertising dealers and the salesperson. The public sources may be mass media, consumer, and the rating organizations. Or experiential sources, it means by your own experience. So the public, for example, like how you'll like choose, for example, like you need a breakfast means how you need select in a hotel means based on the information. For example, you take the information from your family, friends, or the neighbor, like where will get in a good food. Or like you may get from the commercial sources, maybe advertisement telling that like here the food is good, like you will get a good food like that. Or you can see the posters of the hotel. Or the public sources, maybe you can see that like for example, whenever the people like visit the hotel, they will check in there, they will give the rating or the consumer or your own experience. Already you visited that hotel and you experienced that yeah, the food quality is good. These are the information you may go and collect from your family members, friends, the neighbors is the first time. Then you can collect the information. It's just I'm taking in a hotel as an example. You can take it as anything. For example, if you wanted to purchase a motorbike or you wanted to purchase one like purchase an mobile, these are the things you'll go and search for this. Like first, the primary contacts we call like the close, your family members, your brother, sister, or your friends, like who are already using that mobile. You'll collect the information from them, or then you'll go to the like commercial sites like advertising things, like where you'll inform what are the check that what the features available. Then you check for the, for example, before buying like product, like every people like go and check in the review section, in the Amazon or the Flipkart, wherever. Why you check in the review section means the people who already use it had given the reviews. And some people more concerned about the rating. They will not go and purchase a product which is less than 4 rating. So, and the experience also, it means where you already experience, you already enjoy that benefit, so you wanted to continue within the same product. And the next one, evaluation of alternatives. First, it's a need recognition. You identify the need. In the second, information. You search for the information where all the things are available. So once you got the information from your friends, family members, or advertisement, or your personal experience, so you will evaluate that. So among the alternatives, which is best? You wanted to purchase in a mobile, like you take the feedback or you take the information from your friends, family members, or you search in a website, advertisements, like you selected 4 to 5. So how you go and select that, like one among that 4 to 5? You, like you wanted to have a breakfast, like you check that, like you call your friends, where's a good hotel? He tells like 4 to 5. Like how you go and select that one hotel from 4 to 5? There's a different one is like appearance or the nearby or the quality or the best rating. So there are several steps involved in evaluating. The first one is benefit of the product. So if you have shortlisted 4 products, so which will give the more benefit? Benefit in case of like the processor, like how it's work, or maybe financial. This is different. And the importance of each benefit. For example, one mobile it's having like the front cam have like 18 MP or 32 MP. Another one like they have a like battery backup. Which one you need? Which benefit you? For example, you're more of traveler, like you need a battery backup more, so you'll go with a battery. If you're addicted to any photography, then you want to like the mobile with an iPixel, then you select it. It means you will evaluate the benefits from that product, the importance of each benefit for you. Some people like that, like the mobile with a battery backup. Some people will like that lightweight, or some people like the design of the product. Some people like that like features of the product. It's again differ from each person. And the next one is brand beliefs. So these are the brand conscious we call, like, so this product will like stay longer, like durability is there, or its performance is good. And then functions of the product, how the product functions, then the cost. So benefit after evaluating everything, like if you both are coming the same level, then you go and evaluate for the cost, which is like what is the cost for this product. You think about the economical. When the same 2 products if available the different prices, definitely everyone will go and buy for the lower product. Before deciding that, like they will analyze it, what is the benefits they're getting from that. After analyzing, they'll go for it. And the next, satisfaction that can be arrived from the product. The fourth stage is purchasation. Initial stage, you identify the need, what you need. For example, you need in a mobile. Second stage, information. You collected the information from your like friends, family members, through advertisement. The third stage, what you did, you evaluated the alternative. What are the alternatives? Just you evaluated this. And in the fourth stage, you made a purchase decision. Here, the consumer decide which product to buy or not buy at all. The consumer will also decide on where, why, when, and how to pay for the product. It means when to buy, where to buy. Yes, you decided that you wanted to purchase in a mobile. Where? Through online or through a mobile shop. If it's a mobile shop, where? You'll go to a like particular exclusive showroom, or you'll visit in a mall or like normal mobile shop. So you will decide that which where we need to buy and other things. So this is making a decision, purchase decision. And the last one is the post purchase behavior. So what are you expected and the need, and what all like you know from the information in the evaluation process, what are the things, the features you identified, based on that you made any decision, purchasing decision. Are you satisfied with that? So you go and check that. For example, you expected that yes, this product will have this kinds of feature. If you are having that feature, then you'll satisfy, because like you are more traveler, you're looking for the mobile with at least for the 2 days battery. Like if it is not fulfilling that criteria, definitely you will be satisfied. So yeah, the post purchase behavior, the consumer access on the product after the purchase to determine whether he or she is satisfied with the product or not. Just you will evaluate what you expected, it's reaching your expectations or not. So this is about the 5 stage process: need recognition, information search, evaluating alternatives, purchase and evaluation. It's a small this one. And the need, yeah, desired and the need hierarchy, like how the need. For example, the basic need are the things, the information, internal and external, alternative, objective and subjective. Objective means, for example, why you need in a mobile. Is it you're fulfilling that objective? Then the purchase, and the last one is evaluation. I hope the buying decision process is clear. In the next class, we discuss on what are the factors will influence consumer behavior. I hope you got the concept. If you have any doubt, please get back to me. I'll clear your queries. Thank you. Have a great day.